All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this video. I'm doing this video because I was having a conversation the other day with a really good friend of mine who, yeah, that's her, who happens to be a product junkie and a doctor.
Very much self-acclaimed.
And a product junkie. I mean, she loves it. It's her thing. And she was saying to me, hey, Tomika, I see your posts on social media and I see that you're trying to get the messaging out about clean and safe products. But you haven't really connected the dots with people who don't currently have a regimen or who don't use a cleanser. She said there's a lot of people that just say, hey, I'm good. I use water. It works. It works for my mom. It worked for my grandmother, so I'm good. And so she told me that, I needed to kind of connect the dots on why cleansers and toners and a facial regimen are good for you. And I said, oh, you know what? You're so right. You should do a video. And she said, no. She said, so that's how we got to where we are today. We're going to call this Conversations with Countermatch. So, yeah, that's our intro.
So I always thought it was important, even from when I was younger, to have like a face routine. Like I was that kid in high school who had like 5 products that I would use and buy over the counter just to, make sure that I didn't have a lot of breakouts. Anyone can have good skin. A lot of it is hereditary, but a lot of it is also just the effort that you put into having it. And anytime you start a skin routine, you want to give yourself about a good 1 to 3 months to really notice a difference. So just because you start using a facial cleanser today and all you've used was water before, doesn't mean that you're going to see an overnight result, but you'll definitely see a difference in your skin. It's important to use a cleanser as opposed to, let's say, just soap and water, because regular soap is too harsh actually for your skin. So it's very stripping. You're going to be damaging your what they call your skin barrier, because that soap or that product was not designed to be used really on the skin. So you want to use a cleanser that's gentle, that's appropriate for your skin type, whether you have dry skin or oily skin or combination skin. You want to pick a cleanser that's gentle and it's appropriate for your skin type. And also the cleanser is going to clean your face, clean your skin barrier, remove all of the dirt and the grime. If you wear makeup, especially, or even if you just wear sunscreen, all of the environmental factors that when we expose our skin to on a daily basis needs to be removed at the end of the day before you lay down in your pillow.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're going to get to it. Again, like I said, today we're going to be doing Countermatch. So Beautycounter has several regimens. Today we're going to be focused on Countermatch. Countermatch is the one that's probably for the general population. I'll say it's normal skin, it's combination. So it's not if you have oily, we have another regimen for that. And it's not for anti-aging, we have another regimen for that. But I always just kind of describe Countermatch as essentially the middle of the road. All right, so let's get going. I have my makeup because the product junkie told me that I should start with a face full of makeup. So during quarantine, I do not walk around like this. So put on this.
Absolutely. This is for demonstration purposes only, but we have our makeup lovers out there and we have people who don't wear makeup at all. And we just want to show, the effects that when you're wearing makeup, one of the key things is you always want to double cleanse your face. You want to do a 2-step cleansing process to make sure you're removing all of the makeup. You would be very, very surprised if, like, once you go in, you have makeup on, you just use your regular cleanser, or for those who are using makeup wipes or soap and water, if you go back over your face with a clean white cloth, you'll notice that you have not removed all your makeup, especially in these hard to reach areas around your hairline and behind your ears and things like that. So that's the purpose of doing a double cleanse. If you're not a makeup wearer, really 1 cleanse should be sufficient.
Yep.
So you're using the Balm?
Yes. So what I started with, because the product junkie just mentioned that, the double cleanse is important. So what I started with is one of Beautycounter's faves, which is the cleansing balm. And so I'm just massaging that into the face, all over.
And so what a cleansing balm will do is it comes off as solid, but it basically heats up and turns into an oil on your hand. Even if you have oily skin, you can still use this step. It's not going to make your face more oily. But what happens is it's solid. You warm it up. It becomes an oil, and you rub that on a dry face. So you do not wet your face first. What that oil is going to do is start to emulsify and break down all of the makeup that you have. So especially if you wear a lot of foundation or if you wear heavy eye makeup, what you want to do is you put that on, you rub it on, and then it'll break down the makeup. That's your first step. If you're a makeup wearer, is breaking down the makeup. That way, when you go in with your real cleanser, look at that. It will, take everything else off.
Shameless product plug. Yes, I had on Beautycounter's tint foundation. And another thing that the product junkie said or reinforced that you should always begin to remove your makeup with clean hands. And so before we started this video, I made sure that I thoroughly washed my hands. And yes, shameless plug, I was using Beautycounter hand washer. So hands were clean. I had some Beautycounter makeup. I've just used the cleansing balm. I removed the cleansing balm with a warm towel. And now I'm just going to do a cool rinse.
And so, ladies, it's also important when you are washing your face, you do start off with clean hands, but also you want to make sure you have a clean towel or disposable rag or something that you're used specifically to dry your face off, but basically every time. So there's a lot of buildup that can get on the towel, especially if you're using the same one you used before. Your leftover makeup is on there, whatever you washed your hands with, just general environmental factors that are gross that you don't want on your face. So every time you wash your face, you need a clean towel. I use personally disposable towel wipes. So they're not as rough as a paper towel, but they're meant to be used just once and thrown away. And that's the way that I ensure that I'm always drying my face off with something that's clean.
Yeah, and we also mentioned the importance of removing your makeup before you go to bed at night, because that's what contributes to having clogged pores, which eventually can lead to breakouts. So it all kind of goes hand in hand. The next one, I absolutely love this one. This is our brand new refreshing foam cleanser. So for those of you who prefer a foam cleanser, this is one that you'll love. So I'm going to.
So that cleanser, that foaming cleanser. So some people say, oh, they don't like foam. Some people say they do like foam. Some people think foam can be too stripping on their skin, which is why they don't like foam cleansers. But this particular foam cleanser is a newer formula. It's very gentle. A lot of the products that's in this formula are going to be nourishing to your face and to your skin. So this whole line, this Countermatch collection, is based on 3 main ingredients, which are squalene oil, plum oil, and phytic acid. And now those 3 ingredients are going to help balance out your oil production. So even if you're oily, this should help with your skin. It's also, they are also anti-inflammatory. So if you have really sensitive skin, really reactive skin, these ingredients are going to help kind of calm down any redness, inflammation, any kind of irritation that you have to your skin. And also it'll help reduce the puffiness and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So those 3 ingredients, the squalene oil, the plum oil, and a phytic acid, those are going to be the main ingredients in this whole collection.
All right. So we have officially done our double cleanse and removed.
Show them the towel.
Yeah, the towel is second go round.
Second go round, big difference.
Yep.
And any small residual traces of makeup will usually get removed now by the next step, which is going to be the toner.
Which is our toner. And so a lot of people may say, hey, what's a toner? I just use cleanser and moisturizer. Tamika, you're doing too much. And I will be honest and say, prior to Beautycounter, I was not using a toner. I was cleanser and moisturizer. I will not go on record as to saying what I was using, but geez Louise, when you know better, you do better. All right.
So a toner is important in your routine because it also helps set the stage for what's going to come next. So basically toners will add back in any hydration that you've lost after your cleansing. It also dampens the skin, whatever ingredients that are in the toner, you know, they make several. This particular toner has the phytic acid in it. So what that acid does, it's an acid that's gentle on your face. And basically what it's going to do is help clean out your pores. So when you're using that toner, you're basically putting it, rubbing it gently on the skin, and it's going to clean out the pores, any clogging that you have, which will in turn help your pores look smaller. So it's going to give you the appearance of reduced pores. And it's also a good or a great really ingredient in contributing to like smoothing out some of your skin tone. If you have any kind of discoloration, hyperpigmentation to the face, what this acid does is it helps break up dead skin cells so that you're going to, you know, get rid of all the dead stuff that's on your face, revealing brighter, fresher, younger looking skin. So the toner is the great step to set you up for everything else that comes afterwards. It helps everything else absorb better into the skin.
Yeah, it preps the skin for everything else afterwards. Some of you may be saying, okay, this is like really already too many steps. Keep in mind, this is a how-to video, so we're stretching out the process a little bit longer. Usually with my foam cleanser, it's something that I'm doing while I'm in the shower. That step one is already done. All the remaining steps are done after the shower. So we got a toner, we put it on.
And really, I was going to say, really, it doesn't take that long. Like, we're definitely dragging it out. But, like, you know, I have about a 6-7 step routine that I do, and it may take 5 to 7 minutes in the morning. Like, it doesn't take long. It's just about being consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. The next step is the serum. So one thing that I will say about the packaging on the Beautycounter products, I love them. They have a really good, it's called an airless pump, and it tells you exactly what you need. It's very hard to overuse the product because it dispenses exactly the amount that you need. So the instructions, which are found on our website, is either going to tell you 1 pump or 2 pumps. That's it. You know what you're doing from there. So.
And the airless lock pump system is a really great system for containers because one, it's cleaner. So, you know, you have a lot of jars and things that you dig your fingers into. When you have an airless lock pump like that, basically one, it's going to dispense the exact amount you need. 2, it's going to prevent air and other things from getting inside of your product, which can reduce the product lifetime and effectivity. And also it's just more hygienic overall because you're not digging your fingers into a jar. So that serum that she just used has hyaluronic acid in it, which I know all these acids sound like very harsh and very scary, but hyaluronic acid is something that's produced by your body. It helps give moisture and plumpness to your skin. And so as we age, we start to produce less hyaluronic acid naturally. So we don't have the same fluffy, plump, beautiful skin as a 20-year-old when we're 40, right? So now we have to start to put those things back in. And so the serum has a combination of things in it, but the main ingredient being the hyaluronic acid, which is going to make your skin feel moist and just kind of plump it back up. Yeah. It also has vitamin C and vitamin E, which are great ingredients as well. Those particular ingredients are going to be what helps smooth out your skin tone. So if you're worried about the hyperpigmentation, you got acne marks, you have dark marks, scars, or just discoloration in general, vitamin C is a great ingredient to help smooth that out. So the toner helped break up the dead skin cells. Now the serum that she's putting on is giving moisture back to the skin. The vitamin C is going to help start working on evening out your skin tone. And once again, this is not something that you're going to see an overnight result with. So if you have, you know, hyperpigmentation, I would say give yourself good 3 months of using a product consistently, which is every day, before you really will start to see a real difference in your skin. But vitamin C is a great ingredient.
Yes. Another plug. Oh, Ayana, you're just really helping me out here. Later this month, we are coming out with a complete just vitamin C product because so often we as minorities, you know, we're looking for that right product that will help us get rid of the dark spots. So we may have that time of the month where we got, you know, a period or stress can, of course, bring out acne. and it may leave a dark mark on the face. And so there's always that challenge of what can I use to help me get rid of the dark mark? The pimple is gone, but I still have these dark marks as a result of that. And so there will be a vitamin C, a strict 100, vitamin C exclusive product that will be coming out. So stay tuned for that too.
Oh, I can't wait for that. It's also a great antioxidant. So vitamin C also helps to protect you against the environmental stressors from when you're going outside. But if you're using vitamin C, you have to use a sunscreen, right? So a lot of these ingredients, just in general, you need to use a sunscreen. If your fight is against hyperpigmentation, I don't care how light skin you are, how dark skin you are, you need a sunscreen in your life, because what you're doing is you're spending all of this time to even out your skin tone. But then when you don't protect your face with a sunscreen when you go outside, you're defeating the purpose. You're going to be fighting a losing battle. The sunscreen is important because what it does is all of that work that you're doing to break up the dead skin cells and even out your hyperpigmentation is reactivated by the sun. So when you go outside and you have melanated pigment in your skin, the sun is creating and making those spots darker, right? So you're trying to get rid of your dark spots, but every time you go outside with no sunscreen, your dark spots are getting darker. So if you're using vitamin C, or if you're really trying to even out, you must use a sunscreen.
And we did talk about the sunscreen ahead of time, which is why I have it here to show you all. So Beautycounter, of course, we have a lotion sunscreen that you can rub on. We also have a sunscreen that you can spray in a mist form. There's several different shades because, of course, we all come in different shades. If you can look at me and the product junkie, she's a shade lighter and I'm a shade darker. So they're different shades to kind of complement your skin tone. So don't feel like, oh, I'm on the website and I don't see anybody that looks like me, and so I didn't buy it. Not the case. Just keep looking or send me a message. All right. Now we're at the hydration, which is the lotion. This is a Countermatch lotion. Again, really great pump. I can't remember 2 pumps, but you can see how light it is. And again, you just kind of, go to daddy. Go to daddy. Out. Go to daddy. He got your food. Please, go to daddy. Shut the door. Thank you. Sorry.
So the Countermatch lotion provides about 24 hours worth of hydration, which is really great. If you have super long days, if you're outside a lot, you want something that is going to, you can put on and know that your skin is going to be moisturized for the whole day. It's a great lotion. It contains shea butter, which we all know is, the miracle ingredient. And so, it's going to reduce your inflammation. The shea butter in that is, anti-inflammatory, it's soothing. It also will not clog your pores. So people who may be afraid of shea butter and think it's, too heavy, it's going to make you greasy. This lotion will not, and it'll also help reduce the signs of hyperpigmentation. So Countermatch sells really great sets, and so you can purchase a whole set that's going to address the concerns that you need. And if you use all of the steps in the set and you use it consistently, you'll definitely see the results. So all of the products in this set is designed to help with hyperpigmentation, reducing fine lines and wrinkles, and clearing out your pores. And it's good for normal to combo skin types.
Yeah. And I think you already mentioned this before, but with your cell turnover, it depends on your skin and your age. So it may average anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks as to when you'll get like those new fresh cells, which means that you have to be consistent with the products you're using and you have to give it some time. 3 to 6 weeks. Did I say that? 3 to 6 weeks. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Eye cream. So I had a friend reach out to me. She's like, oh, Tomika, I'm getting old. I'm getting some dark spots under my eyes. So yes, eye cream. Again, a very great product. And here's a trick. Always use your ring finger. You want to know why? Because the ring finger is the weakest finger. Our index finger is very strong and forceful, but this one, it takes everything even to get it up. So you put a little squirt. You see how small that is. Put it between your
A little eye cream will go a long way.
You dab. You don't rub, you don't pull, you don't tug. You dab and you press it into the skin.
And so now this eye cream also has a lot of vitamin E and shea butter in it, which is going to help reduce shadows and dark spots, and also help with reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles because it's so moisturizing. So anything to kind of plump up, you know, really dry areas, the drier your skin is, basically the older it looks. So, you know, if you have dry skin, or if you have certain patches or areas that dry out, sometimes right around your eyes can get really dry, and then that's when those wrinkles will look more pronounced. So, you know, this eye cream is really great because it has vitamin E, it has shea butter, and those things are just going to help nourish that area. And vitamin eye cream rather is specifically formulated to go under the eye, so that way it's not too heavy, it won't clog pores, and it won't cause any milia to form for people who have really sensitive under eyes.
Yeah, yeah. And the skin under the eyes is a very thin layer, which is why you want to be delicate with that area. The last step that we have, which I won't use, but this is our recovering sleep cream. So this is, you know, at nighttime, instead of using the other lotion, that moisturizer that we use, you would use this, because this really cute pump. Did you see this? Let me show you. So you push this little gold thing here and it pops out. So again, you know there you go. You know exactly how much to use, and it goes a long way. I won't put this on because I already have on lotion or moisturizer.
And your product is not being
Yes.
Yes, and your product will not be contaminated. So the whole point of a sleeping cream, as opposed to the lotion that you used earlier in the day, is a sleeping cream is usually much heavier, right? So basically it's a heavier, thicker cream for overnight use to kind of keep your, after you remove your makeup and you do your routine, it's to keep all of the products that you put on locked in, right? So it also contains a higher percentage of the phytic acid, so it has higher concentrations of some of the ingredients so that it can work longer for you overnight. So when you wake up, your face is like a baby's bottom, like everything looks nice and bright and plump because you used the sleeping cream the night before.
Yes. So
so then for your daytime routine, no, you would use your sunscreen.
Oh yeah. Back to the sunscreen.
So cannot forget your sunscreen, right? So there are two different types of sunscreen. The sunscreen that Countermatch makes is a physical sunscreen. So basically that means you put it on and it will, I can't hear you.
I said, you said Countermatch. Give me a
Beautycounter. Yes, but this one is the that one is not Countermatch. So the Beautycounter sunscreen is a physical sunscreen, which means you're going to put it on your face and it's going to actually repel the UVA rays, right? So there are two different types of sunscreen. One is a physical, which is usually mineral, and you put that on and it'll repel the sun rays. And then the other type is a chemical, which you put it on and basically it absorbs the chemical rays and breaks them down. So Beautycounter is a physical sunscreen, which is a really great sunscreen. And also it's reef friendly. So for all of our, marine people, what that means is the ingredients that they use to make the sunscreen will not affect the ocean, will not affect the coral reef. A lot of sunscreens have, chemicals in it that cause the coral reef to die. So they tell you to put sunscreen on when you go swimming, then you get in the ocean and you're killing everything up in there with your sunscreen. So Beautycounter's clean physical sunscreen is a really great product. It won't clog your pores. It won't give you a flashback if you're wearing it underneath your makeup, because even if you're wearing makeup, you should definitely still be putting sunscreen on, right? Sunscreen should be the last step of your routine anytime that you're going to leave the house. Like, even if you skip everything else in the middle, you can cleanse, moisturize, and put on sunscreen, right? So you don't want all of your hard work to go to waste by not wearing your sunscreen.
Okay. Yes, and sunscreen is for us brown and black people as well. So remember that.
Yes, it is. The sun is like the biggest aging environmental factor that we have. Like, you being outside in the sun with no protection is going to age you quicker than anything else. It sucks. It dries you out. It sucks all the moisture out of your skin. and the rays for us to be outside unprotected are really just too strong for our skin to handle. So you will look older than you should if you don't wear sunscreen. And it's never too late to start wearing it.
Never too late, and you can start with Beautycounter sunscreen.
Yes, because you won't kill the ocean. But I will say, as a self-acclaimed product junkie, you know, Beautycounter products are really great, and the packaging is great on them. You know, like the more things that you buy and you try, you can really, you know, tell the difference in the quality and like the care that companies put into their products. So I'm giving you a great product, but I have it in crappy packaging, or, you know, packaging that's going to cause your product to go bad and not last as long as it should, or packaging that's going to get contaminated because you got to dig your fingers in it every time, and, you know, maybe you have something under your nails, like you never know. So, you know, Beautycounter as a whole, you know, company, the products that they make, and, you know, the attention to detail that they put into like the packaging of their products and the ingredients of their products, you know, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. 1,800 harmful, questionable chemicals banned from the product. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this kind of helped connect the dots for those of you that say, I don't use all that. I don't see the benefit in using all of that. Hopefully it kind of solidifies and explains why you should have a really good facial regimen. And I think that's it. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it. I mean, if there's any questions about, like, you know, some of the ingredients in the products, or why you should use a product, or why you should use it in a certain order, you know, anything at all, then just, you know, put it in the comments and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible.
And if you want to see more conversations, because again, today we featured Countermatch. We also have Counter Control, which is for your oily or acne prone skin. And then we have Counter Time, which is for anti-aging. So if you want to have more conversations on Counter Control, time, also drop it in the comments and let us know. But thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later.
Thanks. Stay safe.